I like this part of Pennsylvania. She goes, whatever you came in this world with, you came out with. When I die, don't show up. So first of all, your father passed here in this world.
Yes.
Okay. And he passed with a heart attack here in the physical.
He did.
Okay. But beforehand, he tells me that he had multiple problems and multiple health issues within his body. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because right away, when I'm connecting with his soul, he thinks this is so amazing that he's even in heaven right now, because he goes to me, Matt, you don't understand. He goes, I wasn't sure about the other side. I wasn't sure about the afterlife. He says, I know that my daughter was a believer, and he goes, but I wasn't sure. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And now that he's on the other side, please know that he's here. And first of all, I have to tell you that the reason why your dad is coming through first is he wants to apologize for not being the dad that he wanted to be here in the physical world. I know that the two of you were close here in this world, but he says to me, Matt, for years I had felt sick, he tells me. And for years, he says, this affected me in different ways. And what your dad is telling me is that he wants to apologize for the things that he missed out on because of his health. Do you understand that? Yes. Because he tells me that even though he had the heart attack, before his passing, he tells me that his mobility was having issues here in the physical world, because he's talking about having issues with his legs and being able to walk and all of that stuff. Do you understand that? Because when I connect with your loved ones, what's so amazing is that when we leave this world, we don't have illness anymore. So your loved ones will come through and show me different things. And when I'm connecting with your dad, he keeps going, like shaking his legs when I'm connecting. And that's not the only thing. He keeps telling me that he had teeth issues here in this world when I'm connecting with him, and he lost his teeth. Is that true?
It is true.
Because he goes to me, Matt, he goes, let her know I got my legs back. He goes, I got my hair back, he's showing me. He goes, and I got my teeth back. He goes, I'm a stallion, he says to me. But you know what's crazy? He keeps telling me that you used to get pissed at him over his teeth. Did
No,
you?
that was my mother. That wasn't me.
Bullshit. He tells me he used to get in trouble for leaving his teeth everywhere. I know what this is, he just told me.
Oh.
Wait till you hear this one. I love being a medium, I gotta tell you. Your father just said to me you didn't bury him with his teeth here in this world.
You were burned with whatever you came in this world with. So I didn't pick that.
Excuse me, what?
I didn't pick any of it. It wasn't my choice.
Please no, listen, oh my God, I gotta tell you something. I like this part of Pennsylvania. She goes, whatever you came in this world with, you came out with. When I die, don't show up. Please know that your father says to me this. He goes, Matt, it's okay. Even though they didn't worry about me here in this world, he goes, please know that on the other side, he goes, this is what I look like. But he was a ball buster like this. Do you understand that? Like, this is how he is. You're going to understand your loved ones don't change. And your dad is just saying this because he's going to me, Matt. He goes, you don't understand. When I was alive, he goes, I worked like a dog, he says to me. He goes, and he's like telling me, I don't know if he's just exaggerating. This is what he did. But he goes, I used to pick shit up. I'd put shit down, he said to me. I had to carry all this shit around. He's telling me like that. He used to do manual labor here in the physical world. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. And your father is telling me when I'm speaking to him this. He goes, Matt, I was like a bull. He goes, I put my body through everything. And at the end of my life, he goes, this happens. Mm-hmm. But I got to tell you, and this is what's so amazing, is that even though your dad wasn't somebody who really would admit about the other side or talk about the other side or wasn't a believer, what's so amazing is when I'm connecting with him, he just said to me this. He says, Matt, you know, I almost died once before, he tells me. He tells me that I feel like it was like 5 years before his passing. He either had a mini heart attack or there was a scare that had happened with him. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm. He had cancer, and he died of sepsis, which made his organs shut down, which caused the heart attack.
Yep.
So on and so forth. So the cancer had come back. He had had the cancer previous.
So please know that one of the things I have to tell you is this. When your dad first got sick, he tells me he was expecting to die. He says, Matt, I did not expect to make it through this. I did not expect to leave this world. I did not expect to stay in this world, he tells me. Mm-hmm. And your father is telling me that when he got sick here in this world, he says, I didn't know if heaven was real. I didn't know if the afterlife was real, but he did one thing. He tells me that he asked God for more time here in this world. He said, I just needed a couple more years. I just needed a couple more years. So please know that God gave him that wish he just told me. And he said to me that because of that, he was able to have those extra years with you here in this world. So even though your dad was sick, and even though there was problems in every part of his body, he tells me he didn't care. He says to me, Matt, I wanted to spend as much time with my family as I possibly could. And that's what I want to let her know. Because he's coming through to let you know that you have all of this hurt and all of this pain because you look back on pictures of your dad. He actually tells me we were just doing this. Like you were looking at pictures and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe how sick my dad was. I can't believe how he looked like. This was happening in front of my eyes and I didn't even know it. Your father says to me this. He says, Matt, please let my daughter know that there was nothing left that was unsaid here in this world. God gave me those years to spend time with her, to be close with her, to have fun with her. He says, and I took advantage when I was here. So please know that every day that goes by, your father is there and with you. He is on the side of you, and that no matter where you go, his soul goes with you, and that he's letting you know, don't stress out, know that I'm there, and that I am forever by your side.